My name is Corey Martilla, and I run the Martilla region. I've been with the company for almost 14 years, I think here next month. There's been an evolution in my life. Essentially, when I first started, I probably had a little bit of lack of trust and ability to watch people do what they're supposed to do. But over the years, I've gotten better and I've evolved, and I've led by example, and people have started taking over their own position. And as they take over in their own position, and you sit back and just count to 10 for a couple of seconds, you can watch them evolve and do the right thing. Whenever there's an issue or something that arises, I feel like it needs to be dealt with immediately, which I think is a very good attribute. At the same time, I've had to learn how to take a step back. I use the term count to 10 because it's really more than that sometimes, but you have to allow people to do what they need to do in order for them to excel. If you jump in all the time and try to take over, you're going to kind of discredit them and not empower them or build their confidence to do what they need to do. So the goal is to set a path, get people in play, and then let them perform. And then you can take a step back and you can look at the performance later. You can sit down, talk about the time, and figure out what we need to do to make it better. Staying positive is a very important attribute for our success. We've been beat down, for lack of a better term, for more than 2 years now. So finding wins are such a big deal. It's almost just putting air into the air into the tire. It gets us rolling again. So I've shared with the team some of the seasonality information that's gone back all the way to 1994, which is undisputable on the increase in activity levels. I believe that we're kind of down to last man standing. So we've weeded out, for lack of a better term, about 70% of the non-players in our industry. So while activity levels are considerably lower, we see every opportunity or every transaction as a new opportunity to build a new agent, a new business relationship, a new customer, somebody that potentially was serviced previously by someone who's, just short-term in the business. I've heard some sayings over the years. He's not a good goal scorer, but he's a good coach. He's not a good loan officer, but he's a good manager. I don't believe in those things. I believe that if you're a great player, you could be a great coach. But I don't believe that you can be a great coach and have never been a great player. It's possible, there's exceptions to the rule, but that leads me down the path of leading by example. I believe if I do what I'm supposed to do every day, if I'm available for everyone, I think that will put my team in a path to success and will help them follow suit. Nobody wants to be in a position where they're doing something that their partner or business partner or somebody's not willing to do. So I try to lead with the concept that I'll do anything to help move everything forward as a team. Whether it's this position or that position, or whether it's this role or that role, I'm willing to step in and help people move forward. But what 75 Hard has done is it's given me a playbook on non-negotiables. And as I worked through the non-negotiables, I learned a lot of things about myself. The first one I learned is that I need to read a hell of a lot more. And I've been doing that ever since. I've read some great books, Atomic Habits. I read The Story by Max Lucado, Energy Boss, Change Agent, just a multitude of books that have really kind of helped me see myself from an outsider looking in rather than from inside my own mind. I had my little boy Winter made a comment to me the other day. He said, "Hey Dad, are you gonna be eating today?" And I said, "No, not today. I was working on a fast during that period." And he goes, "Oh, you're still doing that 75 stuff?" And I pulled up my side-by-side picture. I said, "Which dad do you want to work with, this one or that one?" He looked right at it, he said, "That one." And I thought to myself, my kids can see what I'm doing. I'm leading by example, just like my sales team. Not that I consider them my kids, but same concept deep down inside. So I want my kids to grow up in an environment where they've got everything they could ever have. They know what adversity is. They know how to overcome it. They put themselves through good pain. I read the other day something that sticks with me all the time. Short-term pain, long-term pleasure. Short-term pleasure, long-term pain. And it makes sense. Overeat a lot, you're gonna be sick. Overdrink a lot and feel good for a few minutes, you're gonna be sick later. You're not gonna be at the best you could possibly be. I'll tell you this, my wife, my children, my work staff, my whole region deserves 110% of me, and that's what I'm gonna deliver. We are now at a place, which I love more than anything, where one of the things that I think about a lot is did you win or did you lose? And the easiest thing to do when you lose is to point fingers and blame everyone, including myself. I'm one of those individuals. It's a lot easier to displace blame. We are now at a place in the industry where some of the people that have left us have kind of gone around the world and realized that, hey, it wasn't supreme. I need to look in the mirror and I need to make adjustments. Life is pretty simple. Business activities have dropped by 75% across the board. Largest drop ever in my career. So you got to ask yourself, is it me? Is it the industry? Is it this? Is it the company? Is it the processing? Is it the rates? The truth is it's the man in the mirror. And you got to find a new way. So I'm watching what's happening right now. I've had a lot of great conversations. We're growing substantially. I'm having conversations with people that have been to company A or company B or company C that are going, hey, I want to come back. So I'm really looking forward to the next 3 years. I think we're going to spend 25, 26, and 27, some of the best years in our business, and I can't wait.